I'd like to explain what the proper procedure, some say ritual, it is to go through the drive-thru at a McDonald's restaurant. So, first thing you have to do is not go there at a busy time, which is usually breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But if you go at a time when other people don't eat, you won't have a lengthy experience at that restaurant. So, first thing, choose a proper time to go to the restaurant. Anytime like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon is good. Or going after 8 o'clock at night until midnight is good. Then you can go in the morning about 9, 10 o'clock. By then, crowds are gone. So, hopefully there aren't too many cars in front of you, but if there are cars in front of you, make sure you keep your foot on the brake as necessary, because it's an easy thing to kind of drift with the car when you're examining the menu and hitting the car in front of you, bumping it slightly, causing a great deal of aggravation to all parties concerned. This has happened to me before you become a professional McDonald's Anonymous shopper. It's happened to me, so try to avoid that. So anyway, when it's your turn to get to the menu board, know what you're going to buy before you get there. Because, people, do you really need a McDonald's menu board? By now, you should know everything on that menu. So, you should have in mind what it is you want to get before you get there. Now, first thing you do when it's your turn is to wait for the person who's handling the microphone on the other end to say something. Usually it's a pre-recorded message of some kind, and you don't have, you just say something like, let's say they say, hello, welcome to our restaurant. Would you like to have a Big Mac dinner today? And you can tell it's pre-recorded, so you just say, no thank you, unless of course that's what you want to get. Presumably it's not. So, you wait a few moments, and then a real voice will get on the line. And then you can tell them what you want to eat. Now, you go ahead and quickly and efficiently state to that person what it is you want to eat. So, I usually start off with the entree first, such as, I would like to have 2 Big Macs, a quarter pounder with cheese, and I wait, because usually that person gets confused at that point. So then they'll say, okay, was that a quarter pounder and a fish sandwich? And you go, no, let's start all over again. Sometimes they do that. So then you tell them what kind of French fries you want, and then you tell them what kind of drink you want in the proper size. Now, it's a good thing at McDonald's that they have at many restaurants the same price whether you order a small, medium, or large beverage. Well, why anybody would want anything except a large Coke is beyond me, except in the case of the month of September during the holiday when you have to get a medium drink so that you can get the 2 tickets for the Monopoly game. So anyway, you get your drink. Then you got to look at the screen that's there. There's usually a computer screen that shows you what your order is. You can even watch them while they fill that thing out with your order. And then they'll ask you many times, let's say, if the screen is correct, then the amount is so much, and please pull forward. And you say, yes, it's correct. At that point, you've entered into a binding contract. So you have to pay for that food, and they have to give you the food that you asked for. If they mess it up at that point, you can drive around the block or drive around in the lot and go back and get something done right. Now, oftentimes you get a free coupon out of it too. Anyway, so then you got to, sometimes you're told at window 1 that you got to go up to window 2 or window 3. Usually it's window 1, and then you proceed to go to window 2. So you don't have to, even if they don't tell you to go to window 2, like they'll say, you need to pull forward to window 2. Just go ahead and pull up to window 2 when it's your turn. Then you wait. Now, 50% of the time, they're going to say, could you please pull forward? And this, of course, is a problem because you stopped at a McDonald's restaurant because of their fast food service. And if they have to pull you forward into a slot somewhere like A, B, C, then they have failed in providing you fast food. They're providing you food, but not fast food. But whatever, what are you going to do at that point except pull forward and wait for some high school kid to come running out and look around the cars until they find you, and then they'll give you your food. And then, whether you have to pull forward or not and get your food, or if you can just get it there at window number 2, because only about after midnight could you stay at the same window. Like, you might just go straight to window 2 and order your food and get it at the same window. I've seen that happen sometimes. But I don't want you to get confused over that. Usually you just go from window 1 to window 2. Now, always examine your food bag before you pull away from the window. That's the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. Because about 60% of the time I've found in my professional surveying jobs as an anonymous shopper for the McDonald's restaurant chain, North America, U.S. continent, that they mess it up. Yeah, they got like people who can't speak English well, they got high school kids, they got old people who are waiting in McDonald's taking your order and stuff, and they mess it up about 60% of the time. So what you gotta do, if you ordered like 2 McDoubles, no cheese, no ketchup, for instance, you better make sure, because you wouldn't believe the amount of times that I've ordered my McDoubles to be without ketchup, and that's all I get is ketchup. It's like they give me the exact opposite of what I asked for. Like, how can they'll even say on the little special tag at the top of the wrapper, it'll say that this sandwich is specially prepared for you, and it's got no ketchup on it. But then I lift up the hamburger bun, and what do I see? No pickles, no onions, no mustard, just ketchup. A whole bunch of ketchup. And I really don't like ketchup except on French fries. Although I did give up eating ketchup on my French fries in the vehicle, because it can lead to a disaster. Sort of like Rachel had a disaster the other day. I heard, she's my daughter, she had a disaster with having trying to make ice cream soda or something in her car, and I didn't hear the full extent of the damage, but I know it was not a good situation. I think 9/11 or paramedics were called, and it was bad scene. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Now, while you're waiting at window 2, if you need any special condiments or something, that's the time to ask. Like, you may say, could I have some ketchup, please? Or could I have some salt, please? Because I found that, especially large orders of French fries, McDonald's does not add salt to French fries, so you must add salt on your own if you want to have good tasting French fries. Because I've had some French fries that were real sad. They didn't have salt on them. They might have been limp, they might have been wimpy, they might have been cold, but salt will always help, regardless of the French fry situation you're faced with. So, you want to quickly pull forward after you've made certain that your order was fulfilled properly. Now, another problem they might have is that the crispy honey mustard snack wrap that you order is not crispy, it's grilled, or it's not honey mustard, it's ranch. You might have a problem like that. And it's easily rectified if you're still at the window like I told you about to do earlier. Okay? So that's my ordering tips. It doesn't matter how you pay. You can pay with cash, you can pay with check, you can pay with a credit card. McDonald's will take any kind of money that you can put through that window. Okay? Now, they may not want to take checks, but you can insist on it. Go inside the restaurant and talk to the manager and say, I don't have a credit card, and I don't have enough cash in me for this order that I just made. but would you please take my check? I'll even let you have my driver's license. That'll make you feel better about taking my check. But heck, they'll take money. Okay. Well, that's about it for my dining advice for today. I'm just about at my next destination. I've got to mentally prepare myself so that I can do my job. So I'll let you go for now. And thanks again for all your messages and support. Have a nice day.